What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here, and we're back with some more Gttcc commentary. This is from round 2, race 2, and race 2 is from High Speed Ring, and it's reverse grid. Now, if you're not familiar with the Gttcc rules, race 1 every week we have one car, and then in race 2 we have a completely different car. So we'll go through the grid. So White Shot Jim starts in first, and he's in the Ferrari, starting on Racing Hearts. Choky, he's also in a Ferrari, and he's starting on the mediums in second. Then we have Rico in third, he's starting on the softs, and he's in the Jag. In another Ferrari, it's Aldo, he's starting on in fourth, and he's on the softs. Then we got Brucey in the Lambo, he's on Racing Hearts, starting in fifth place. Sixth place is Golden Brownie, he's in another Ferrari. It's a Ferrari Fest this race at the minute. He's starting on the hards as well. Seventh is Mad Hatter in the Viper, sticking with the American theme, and he's starting on the soft tyres. Then we got ADG in the Aston Martin, he's on the soft tyres as well. Then ninth place is P1 Rob in another Ferrari, he's starting on the medium tyres. James, he's got the Supra, and he's on racing mediums in 10th place. Then we've got the Crow in 11th place, and that is a Honda NSX on the medium tyres. Then we have 12th, another Honda NSX, Mr. Hepburn, and he's starting on the hard tyres. Raffo, another Ferrari, he's starting on the racing mediums. Then we have B-rated in 14th, he's starting on the soft tyres in another Honda NSX. Then we have JRC in the McLaren, he's starting on the hard tyres. And then in last place, didn't compete in the first race, he's got a Porsche, and it's Mr. Mark Schumacher, Mutt. He's starting on the racing hards. So we go back up to the front and get this race underway. We've got 5 lights, and we're away. The live 5 lights are out. Here we go. As they head barrel down to the first corner. Not really first corner because it's pretty much flat out, bank turn. Roll line of stern. Bruce has got a good start off out the gates, holding that outside line. Now there is a gentleman's rule for this track that we all agreed not to wall ride, because if you see on this next corner, the preferred line is high on the outside. You see Brucey close to that wall there, gets the good drive out of that high line, and that's why we said no wall riding, because if you would wall ride that, you can pretty much do rapid lap times and be out in the front. As you can see, the gaggle of cars going through the next few little corners. These are only the real corners on the track. As they now come into the tunnel, someone's in the wall. Looks like Mad Hatter in the background's in the wall. They look like they all get through there cleanly though, as they go 2, 3 wide. Now we come into the last corner. This is the other place where you can wall ride. Doesn't really help you though, because if you get into that wall, you're going to slow down. So you can see White Shot Jim leads the way in the Ferrari. Second place is Iceman Aldo. He's neck and neck with Brucey. Brucey's trying to get the momentum. He's next to him now. He's going to try and get the inside line for the next turn. Can he do it? He gets the inside line, gets the shallow line, but here comes Mad Hatter in that Viper. He's going to try and get Aldo as well, as now they come now down to the next corner. Brucey fair, giving the space. He's trying to get the outside line to get the preferred line. Gets a little bit slideways out of there. There's a little bit of wall touching, but no wall riding. As Brucey now up into first place, sets the fastest sector time there. He's leading the way on those hard tyres. You see now, gets on the curbs a little bit, trying to get the car turned in. We'll flick through the pack in a minute. Just want to look at Bruce. Someone's in the wall. We're going to go there now. There's an accident. Let's have a look at what happened here. So as you can see, Crow's on the outside of Golden Brownie. There's B-rated as well. Oh, a little spin gets in. I don't know whether that was lag or not, but oh, that's not good there. really Gordon Brownie, not sure whether it was his fault or just lag, but yeah, we'll leave that up to the stewards to decide. But back up to the front, we've got Mad Hatter and White Shot Jim. Then they get back past Brucey. Same with James, he's got past as well. Bruce is now down to 4th place. So we've got Mad Hatter in first, leading the way. He's on that inside line, gets on the curb a little bit. That can slow you down sometimes if you get out there too much, but we're nearly going 4 wide into the second corner. A little bit of wall riding there, but I'm not sure if that was lag or not. But James started from the back, so let's go back on James's camera view and see if we can see how he made up all these places. So we're gonna have to go back to the start, I'm afraid. So we go on board with James because he put in an overtake of the week. So let's see how he does this overtake of the week. We're going on the outside view. Sorry for flicking through the camera angles. So he's in 11th, 12th place, nearly 13th place now. I'm not sure whether it's this lap or the next lap. There's a little bit of contact in the first corner. Yeah, it's going to be the next lap, so we'll go to the next lap because it is a really good overtake. As you can see, he's still in 12th place as we come now to the end of lap 1. There's a little bit of lag bumping, someone's smoking up ahead. So we're going to go down to this corner now. As you can see, he's in 13th place, opts to go to the right side of the track to get that preferred line on the green paint stuff. Gets on the high line, doesn't wall ride it. Little bit of a hit on the wall on the exit, but gets up into 7th. He's going to get 6th before the corner, then gets on the inside of the corner. A little bit of a touch between him and Rob. Nothing untoward though. Now he's on the outside. As you can see, it's slightly banked on the outside line there. Gets up into 5th place, and that's how. So this is where we see Brucey. He's still leading the way, but let's see how Brucey leads loses the lead. So he's on the outside, gets into the wall and slows down. This is what I'm saying. If you get in the wall on the last corner, you can't wall ride it because it just slows you down. There's a little bit of a lag behind there. That's how Brucey loses the lead though. So we'll go back up to 1st place, but great overtake from James there on the outside. This is what I'm saying to you. This is why we decided you can't wall ride, because that outside lane is just too OP, especially if you've got people going through the inside on the shallow lower line. So as we come now down into there, you can see cars going wide. You've got Mad Hatter in 1st, 2nd is Infinity Jeans. Brucey now in 3rd place. He's got White Shark on his outside as they come over the bridge. Mad Hatter and Infinity James. Brucey's trying to hold off the pack. He's got everybody behind him trying to hold off the rest of the pack. This is absolute crazy racing. You see another car behind there. I think it was B-rated or Rico back there. I'll tell you who that was. Oh, it was Aldo on the outside. As we come through now the next couple of turns, there's someone, it looks like he's wall riding, but I'm not sure whether he is or not because of the lag. But we're back up to the top then. So we've got Mad Hatter in 1st place, we've got Infinity James following him in 2nd place. Brucey now in 3rd place, coming under fire from White Shot Jim, who's on the inside of him. Raffo now in 5th place, he's trying to catch up to these two as well. He's on the inside. Hepburn in 6th place. I think this is where it gets a little bit sketchy between Hepburn and somebody else through this corner as they go wide. No, it's not this time. I think it might be the next lap or so, but it gets a bit too close for comfort between the drivers here. But so far they're all doing a really good job. looks like the Crows caught back up to the back end of the pack as well. So anyway, we'll go back up to the top and we'll run through the grid. Infinite James now in first place, he's got the lead. Second place is Mad Hatter as they come through the final corner. White Shot Jim in third place, he's doing a great job. Brucey in fourth, he's coming under fire from Raffo in fifth place. He's coming on fire from Hepburn in sixth place, following him down as we come through the start-finish string. Followed by Rico in seventh in the Jag. Then we've got Mutt in eighth place. Ninth place is Rob. Followed by Aldo in 10th place, B-rated in 11th, Chalky in 12th, EDG in 13th, followed by Gordon Brownie in 14th as they head through the first turn now, and JRC, the race one winner, struggling at the back in 15th place. I think the crew actually did leave this race quick after that incident, so that's a shame, but Rory on lap 5 and we're not even 10 minutes into the race yet. This just shows how quick this track is. It's quick action, quick. Things can go wrong quickly as well, so you've got to be careful. But anyway, still leading the way in that TRD Supra is the number 27 of Infinity James. And shout out to James for having Crazy Brit Racing, which is my channel racing team. Good to see that on the car. Love the support. There's lots of other guys who do the commentary for the Gttcc and other series leagues. You've got Mr. Bossman, the Dennis. You've got Anthony, who's Dark Smoker. You've got Shaggy and Idle Gaming. Anybody else I don't know. I might have missed. I do apologise, but look their channels up, see what you think of their channel. They do commentary as well, like I said. There's also Peter Keane who does commentary as well. He's quite good, does commentary for another league. Sparks flying as they come through the second corner there. Mad Hatter's still in second place, followed by Brucey in third. He's holding strong against White Shark Jim, who's trying to mount a charge on him. Hepburn, he's in fifth place now. Not sure whether we've missed the close quarters contact or whether it's to come still, but as you can see, we're getting fast and furious through the tunnel. Brucey now coming under fire from Hepburn, and White Shot Jim come for the last corner now. Brucey on that outside line. White Shot Jim up against the wall. As we now head on to lap 7 of the race. I'm not sure whether it's this lap, but it's getting close between these guys now. There's 4 guys all under a blanket. 5 guys all the way from second to 6th place. So we're heading to this corner now. You've got Hepburn on the inside. I think this is where the close contact happens. Brucey gets up into the wall and then gets squeezed into the wall. No malice there, just close quarters contact racing. Good racing from these guys, but Brucey now, because of that, gets down to 6th place. Couldn't get the momentum off that corner because of the contact. He's got bumper damage on him as well. I'm not sure. Hepburn doesn't have any damage. But that kind of puts Brucey up on the back foot now. He'll flick back down the field. Schumacher in 7th. He's trying to catch up to these guys up ahead. P1 Rob's battling with Rico. Rico's on the inside, outside, inside for the next turn. P1 Rob's going to go around the outside. He's going to get the momentum round. He's got no tyres left. Is he going to pit? Running like 7 laps in, and his tyres are gone on the medium tyres. He's going to go in the pits then. So the first pitter is going to go in the pits from medium tyres. We've got Aldo coming in the pits as well. His tyres are done on soft tyres. JLC, he's on the hard tyres. He's still coming through in the McLaren. So back up to the front then, we've got James still in the way in first place. Look at those medium tyres there, nearly done already. Getting low on fuel as well. Gets into the wall a little bit there. I'm not sure whether that was intentional or just lag. But we've got White Shot Jim on the second, and then we've got this gaggle of cars from 3rd to 6th place. Raffle leaning away from Hepburn. And then we've got Mad Hatter on the inside now, trying to get past Hepburn. He's on the outside. There's a little bit of a bump as we come around the next corner through into the tunnel. They're side by side as they come through the tunnel. Hepburn slots in beside, in behind Mad Hatter as we come now through the for the right kink before the left sweeping flat out corner. Brucey there. You've got Mad Hatter on the outside. There's a little bit of a bump in contact as they come through the start-finish straight. Then still status quo. Raffle still in third, fourth with Mad Hatter, Hepburn fifth, White Short Jim still in second place, and Brucey in sixth place. Following these guys lagging behind a little bit now. Have we got any more pitters? Mutt is in 7th place still. 8th is Golden Brownie. He's on his way against Rico, but he rated in 10th. Then we've got ADG in 11th, coming under fire from Chalky 9. 12 is on the inside. He's K'd up on the curb, nearly on the grass there, as they get side by side. Is someone going to bail on this corner now? You've got ADG on the outside. He should be able to get the momentum round the outside of him. He doesn't though. He opts to go low. Gets the cut back, but doesn't really, because Chalky gets the momentum off the corner, so they're still battling. You've got JLC catching these two up now, and then you've got Aldo and P1 Rob who opted to pit. And Aldo is on the medium tyres, where P1 Rob's on the wet tyres for some reason. I don't know whether that's a mistake or intentional to get more extra tyre life, but that's not really going to help him. Dry track, wet tyres, doesn't work. So costly blow to P1 Rob. Back up at the front then, we've got James pitting, he's on the medium tyres, but we've also got Raffo, sorry. So that makes White Short Jim the leader now, but he's coming under fire from Hepburn, Brucey and Mad Hatter. They're all going to the next corner. You see Hepburn and Mad Hatter going the inside. Bruce is there as well. He's up into second now after that turn. You've got Hepburn, new leader. As they head now down into the next section, you've got Brucey on the inside. Can he get the move done? Down the inside, he's on that shallow line. Tries to stay down there because there wasn't room on the outside. So now he's down to 4th place. We've got White Short Jim, he's coming back at Hepburn now. This racing is absolutely terrific. You see Mutt now, he's down, he's up into, well, still in 5th, sorry. Still trying to catch up to these guys in the Halfords Porsche. But we'll go back up to the action up at the front, because Hepburn now is coming under pressure from White Short Jim. We've only gone past the 12-minute mark, come up to 13 minutes. Not even halfway through the race yet, and they're still at it. Absolutely chaotic racing from the guys in this is the elite division, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to say that. But as you can see, White Short Jim and Hepburn are going side by side. Brucey and Mad Hatter are going side by side. Hepburn slots in behind White Short Jim, but you see Brucey and Mad Hatter gaining ground because they've got that inside line. Who's going to opt to go the outside? Brucey gets on the outside line. So does Mad Hatter behind him. Hepburn's on that inside line, so he's going to lose a little bit of speed compared to the other three as they go around the outside of him. There's a little bit of contact there. Nothing serious though. But now Hepburn goes from the lead to 4th place, and White Short Jim back in 1st place with Brucey back in 2nd. If the season carries on like this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my voice before the end of the season. Absolutely awesome racing from the guys up at the front here. But is anyone going to pit? Because you've got Hepburn on the hard tyres, you've got Mad Hatter on the soft tyres. His tyres are completely gone the right side. Brucey is on the hard tyres, his tyres are nearly done. We're on the lap end of lap 11. Who's going to pit? White Short Jim, he's gone through, he's in 1st place, he's not pitting. Brucey's not pitting. Neither is Mad Hatter or Hepburn. You've got Mutt coming through, he's in 5th place. Golden Brownie in 6th. Pitter from Rico, he's pitting now off the soft tyres, his tyres are done. JLC, you've got, I think, ADG is coming into the pits. Yep, ADG comes into pits, so JLC is now up into 7th. We go back down to 10th, we've got Supra of James, he's in 10th after pitting. Same with Raffo, he's behind him, he's pitted. Then we got Outdoor smoking the tyres as he goes through the last corner. He's in 12th place, followed by B-Rated in 13th. Then we've got Chalky in 14th, lagging behind a little bit. And P1 Rob, he's about to be lapped after pitting again off the wet tyres, so it was a costly mistake. He's now on the racing hards, and he's gonna keep out the way of these other guys because he's getting the blue flags, so he's gonna get lapped. But back up to the front then. We've got White Short Jim still in the way from Mad Hat, who's in 2nd place now. Hepburn's back up to 3rd. Bruce is back down to 4th. Absolutely crazy racing. Here we're going to have White Short Jim and Brucey pitting together, so they're going to have to draft when they come back out, both on hard tyres. So back up to the front then, we've got Mad Hatter and Hepburn still sticking out. You've got Mad Hatter on those soft tyres. I don't know how he's still driving that car with both right side tyres absolutely chewed up together. But he's still keeping up with Hepburn, who's still got life in his tyres, so kudos to him. As you can see, Mutt in the background now, he's in 3rd place after the guys have pitted. They're coming to the end of the this lap now, as they go over the bridge, through the right-hander. Long radius corner this, then a little bit of a straight before the left-hander, change of direction, and then they come through the tunnel before they come to the final bit of the track. The bit that I like to call Daytona. So they come through Daytona then, right up against the wall. Hepburn, is he going to opt to pit this time? He doesn't. Mad Hatter doesn't pit either, so that's a strategy play for them too. I'd say they've got enough fuel for a lap or two yet, so they're still good on the fuel. Mark Schumacher in 3rd place, then third place. Then sorry, get my words out. He's making good time, hasn't pitted yet, still on the racing hard, still got quite a good bit of fuel left. Golden Brownie in 4th place. He's doing well on those hard tyres. Still got a bit of life left in the fuel tank and the tyre as well. So good race for him so far. Raffo in 5th place on the medium tyres. Managed to get in front of James now. He's doing good. But behind these two is Brucey. Sorry. He's catching up to these two after pitting. He's dumped White Short Jim. White Short Jim, I think he might have took too much fuel or something in the pit stop, but he's a long way behind Brucey, who we come into the pits with, so pitting together didn't quite work for these two. B-Rated in 9th place, he's lagging behind as well, behind these guys. He's on the soft tyres. Aldo now into 10th, side by side with Rico, ADG, sorry. He's right behind ADG now as they come over the line. Hepburn is into the pits then, so Hepburn pits from 1st or 2nd. Goldie Brownie pits from 4th. Let's see where that puts these two. Go back down to the bottom of the field where we've got ADG and Rico. And Aldo as well, sorry. Coming through the tunnel then. ADG gets the move done on Aldo. Still retains that 10th place as they come through the last corner now through Daytona. Numerous lines you can take through this corner. And see Aldo leading the way of this little ADG leading the way of this little gang of cars. Is making a break now from these two cars. You've got Aldo coming side by side with Rico as they come into the next turn. Chalky in 13th, just lagging behind these two. Then we've got JLC still in 14th place. He's struggling a little bit on this track. 15th is P1 Rob still. Not being lapped by anyone yet, but look at the state of Mad Hatter's tyres. He's going to have to come in the pits, and he does. He comes in the pits from 1st place. Schumacher is going to come in the pits as well, so he's going to pit from 2nd place. That's going to put Raffo up into 1st. So Raffo then still leading the way from Infinity James. But look out, here comes Brucey behind these two. So he's going to take provisional 3rd place. coming through this, coming through the start-finish straight for the last turn. Mad Hatter and Mark Schumacher still in the pits. Hepburn's now coming through the start-finish straight. He's going to get probably 4th because he's got more momentum than these two guys coming out the pits. As they come through the first turn, that's definitely going to, yeah, he's going to get Mad Hatter, goes on the outside line. Mad Hatter though comes out in 5th place. White Shark Jim now back up into 6th place. Schumacher 7th after the pit stops. 8th is Golden Brownie. B rated is 9th. ADG 10th, followed by Rico and Choki. As we see, Aldo is now pitted again. JRC in 13th place. Aldo's coming out the pits. He's going to get 15th as P1 Rob makes his return into the into some sort of battle with somebody after that early costly mistake. You see sparks all over the road as P1 Rob goes through the banking. Back up to the front now, we've got Raffle in first still, James in second, but here comes Brucey. He's catching up to James. I think James said while he was racing he had some sort of issue with his wheel, putting his stuff into different fuel maps and whatnot. So Brucey sees the weakness and is going to capitalise on it. When is a different matter. See how this next turn goes for the both of them. He's right on the back of him now as they take the wide line out of the corner. Is he going to get him before the next turn? Brucey's got to watch his fuel though. There's about 8 minutes to go yet, and his fuel's kind of low. So something to watch on. And he's on the outside of James, and try and get the cut back on the inside of him as they head into the tunnel. Side by side now into the next turn. Brucey just slots in behind him as they come now through the fast section. He opts for the lower line. Doesn't really get the move done, but now he's on in his slipstream behind him as they come through the start-finish straight now. Will he get him now? It looks like he's got more momentum, and if James has been put into different fuel maps, that means his top speed is going to suffer. As Brucey gets the move done, gets on the inside, up into 2nd place. So James now down to 3rd place. You see Raffo only up in the distance, so this is essentially the battle now for 1st place. As Mad Hatter is now side by side with Hepburn again for 4th and 5th place. Mad Hatter on the outside line. Can he get around the outside of Hepburn? He does. Hepburn, a little bit of tag on the wall. And then you've got White Shark Jim and Mark Schumacher. They're going side by side and battling now off the bridge. White Shark Jim holds on to the place, but we've got Mutt going around the outside. Can he get the move done? He does. He gets on the inside for the next turn as they go through the tunnel. So Mark Schumacher now up into 6th place. But is White Shark Jim going to come back at him off the final corner? As they both opt for the wide line. Sparks flying everywhere off these cars as they go through Daytona. Looks like White Shark Jim's going to try and mount a charge again on the back of Mutt. He's going to go for the move. He's got the momentum. He's got the straight line speed as they hit nearly 160 down the straight. Coming now down to the closing stage of this race. It's pretty much status quo now between the top few guys. Apart from these two are battling. As we come now down into the next turn. Oh, White Shark Jim gets on the wall a little bit, but gets the outside line done and gets back around Mark Schumacher. Great battling for 6th and 7th place here. We'll quickly flick down. Golden Brownie is in 8th place, he's in no man's land, and we've got B-Rated in 9th place. He's just got a little bit of a gap to JLC, who's coming back, he's in 10th place. Then we've got Rico behind these two, he's 11th, trying to hold off ADG. Then we've got Choky, he's on his own in 13th. Howdo's in 14th, and P1 Rob's back in the pits. Back up to the front, then we've got Raffo coming now down. Finished the now 19th lap onto lap 20. Plenty of fuel for him. Brucey in second has got slightly less fuel than him, so I'm not sure whether he can make it to the end of the race. 5 minutes to go yet. There's P1 Rob on the inside there. Doesn't want to get in anyone's way as he's being lapped. Back here then we've got James still in 3rd place, but now he's coming under fire from Mad Hatter, who's been in the pits for his new set of soft tyres. They don't look great though. Oh, a little bit of touching on the wall. James slows down considerably after that touch on the wall. Mad Hatter just lining up for a pass now. Can he get an overtake done on James? As you see Brucey just up ahead then in front of these two guys. Coming through the tunnel now, Mad Hatter gets the move done on the inside of James then. So James now down to 4th place. Next up we've got Hepburn in 5th place. So we come through Daytona and then the last corner, going down the start-finish straight. Hepburn still in 5th place, but he's got Mutt Schumacher catching up to him now in 6th place, followed by White Shot Jim in 7th. Golden Brownie is in 8th place. He's slowly catching up these two, trying his best. JLC now into 9th place. He's got past Rico. Choky is in 11th place. B-rated, I think, yeah, he's pitted, so that's how he lost 9th place. So he's down into 12th place now. ADG in 13th, he's pitted, but he's got a penalty for cutting the pit line. He's in the middle of the tunnel. Is Aldo going to get him? Aldo's got the speed. Can he get him into the final turn? He does. There's a little bit of a bump there. Not sure where he's going to go. A little bit of a touch there. As you can see, Choky's now pitting, so this is going to promote these guys up one place. You see P1 Rob now just staying out the way. He's out of fuel. Oh no! Costly mistake again for P1 Rob. His race has just gone. Absolutely heartbreaking for the Ferrari driver. Back up to the front though, we've got Raffo. Front tyre is looking like chewing gum at the minute now. 2nd place is Brucey, but look, his fuel light is blinking as we're on lap 22. Still 2.5 minutes to go. Can Brucey make it to the end? He's going to have to go into fuel conservation mode. As Mad Hatter now is gaining time on him as well in 3rd place. So Mad Hatter could be up for 2nd place here. And James in 4th place now. Touches the wall again. He's losing time to Hepburn in 5th place. Is 5th place going to get James? I'm not sure whether he's going to get him or not, but the gap has shrunk down considerably. He's right behind him now, so things are hotting up at the front of the grid again. He's now well into the 28th minute of the race. Only a minute and a half to go until the end of the race. So at least 2 more laps. This is Hepburn's on the inside of James. James still holds the place, but here comes Mutt. Mutt's gonna try and get Hepburn now. He's got the momentum out the last corner. He gets Mutt on Hepburn on the start-finish straight. Mark Schumacher's gonna try and get James. He's now on the inside. Mutt's up into 4th place from absolutely nowhere in the middle of the pack all race. Suddenly he's up at the sharp end of the grid as they come down, barreling now down to the next corner. Little bit of a wall ride there from Hepburn. Sparks flying everywhere. Hepburn's in 5th still. Mutt Schumacher holding on to that 4th place. We'll just flick back up to the front because Brucey look at that line. He's going to be out of fuel. And I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna make it onto another lap as well. So if they do, Bruce is toast. He's actually toast. Not sure Hepburn's gonna make it onto another lap. So this is gonna be touch and go for another lap for the top few guys. So I think Hepburn might just finish. He's right behind Mott. And yeah, he finishes in 5th, so Hepburn finished 5th, 6th Jim, 7th White Shark Jim. Golden Brown is going to come and finish in a strong 8th place. 9th place is going to be JRC after victory in the first race, struggles in the second race, so he finishes in 9th place. 10th is Rico, he's coming around the final lap. We'll get back to the top few guys in a minute. But Rico's going to come and finish in 10th place then. Good. Not too bad of a good race for him, but stuck it out to the end. 11th B-Raid, an absolute miserable race for the guy who got second in the first race. 11th place for B-Raid, so a disappointing race for him. ADG is going to come and finish home in 11th place after overtaking P1 Rob. 12th place is going to be Alice Manaldo, but P1 Rob, dismal race for him, he's going to finish in 14th. Aldo's going to finish in 12th, with Jorky finishing 13th. We go back up to the front now, as I want to come back a few and give these guys a good showing on the final lap of the race. So they've gone through the second corner already, coming off the bridge. But Brucey is getting caught hand over fist by 3rd place of Mad Hatter and by Mott. They're right behind him now. He's pretty much on fumes. There's not really a line there for the fuel, so I think he's going to run out of fuel on this last little bit. Raffles close as well. He's out of fuel, on fumes almost as well. So these guys got the fuel wrong, and he's out. Bruce is out. He's out of fuel on the final lap. Shocker for Brucey. It looked like he was going to get 2nd place, maybe a 1st place on the last lap, but no, he finishes in 4th after running out of fuel. Raffo's going to come across the line, finishing 1st. Well done to Raffo. Same with Mad Hatter, great strategy, and 3rd place Mark Schumacher. Great to these guys. But Bruce is going to trundle along and finish in 4th. Absolute heartbreak for Brucey then, but all in all, good finish in 4th place. Could have been a podium, but not to be. So once again, Gttcc throws up some great racing. Well done to Raffle, Mad Hatter and Mott Schumacher for finishing in the first top 3 positions. Heartbreak for Brucey, but he finishes in 4th, so good job to him. That's going to be it for this week, guys. Tomorrow is going to be round 2 from Tokyo Express. So I'll see you guys next week for round 2 commentary of the Gttcc. Until then, I'm the Crazy Brit. Goodbye.